Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Coming up, a deep dive into the college application process as well as the senioritis phenomenon.
Then, a Grammy-inspired episode of the fan-favorite segment, Sheep on the Loose, with everyone's favorite host, Luke Yepes.
Next, global headlines, including fire relief efforts at the Grammys and a bird flu pandemic.
Last but not least, information on school club fundraisers, as well as Honor Society inductions. Thank you for joining us here at BMB. Today is Friday, February 7th, day 5. I'm Jacob Sarduy.
And I'm Brianna Goodman.
And the BMB Morning Announcements start now.
At BMB, we navigate the seas of stories and treasure the ones that matter most.
We have your week in Mepham sports.
Join us as we take you into the heart of the community where stories unfold and voices unite.
We are BMB.
We are BMB.
These are the BMB Morning Announcements.
Good morning, Mepham.
Bree, it's crazy to think that we only have a week of school left till February break.
I know, it's insane. We literally just came back from midterms. You know, Jacob, all of these college applications have been so exhausting recently. I really wish we could just all take a few months off.
Bree, I couldn't agree more, but that's called senioritis. Something I'm sure many students have heard about, even if they aren't seniors yet. However, I never really thought it was a real thing until I became a senior myself.
Agreed. Fortunately, we asked reporter Mya Passanisi to investigate this phenomenon herself. Here she is with more.
Guys, as you guys may know, the third quarter has just started, and with that comes a lot of new senior commits to college. As seniors are continuing their academics, they might come down with something that people like to call senioritis.
Senioritis is a term that covers the attitudes students often get in their senior year after their applications are all in. They start rolling in some acceptances, and then their schoolwork kind of slacks off. They start not caring as much about their academics. Because we have seen instances where colleges rescind their acceptances, and so that's something that we really want to make sure that it's not happening.
Seniors, if you feel like you're falling off, remember you have your guidance counselors and everyone else in the counseling center to help you. Good luck with your college applications. That's all for me. I'm Mya Passanisi, sending it back to the studio.
Thanks, Maya. It seems like this really is a widespread pandemic throughout the grade. I'm hoping that you and the juniors are able to dodge it next year.
Definitely. It's important that we keep our heads up. However, we are almost there. Plus, there's plenty of fun experiences coming up, like prom.
I can't wait for prom. I love dressing up and looking all fancy.
Me too. You know, that reminds me, there were some pretty interesting outfits this year at the Grammys. Here's Luke Yepes with his Grammy edition of Sheep on the Loose.
Just look good today, I don't know. What? In 7.
I say like jump work in 4.
Who was your favorite artist that won a Grammy last night?
Boy, if you don't... To be honest, I haven't listened to Beyonce's album. Don't come for me. I like Billie Eilish better. And I didn't like Kendrick Lamar.
Why? Oh, you better get dissed on, Big Al.
He's totally overrated. He didn't even headline a Super Bowl. What kind of show is this gonna be?
He's the what?
He's not Usher.
No, for real, don't play like that. Are you serious?
This is gonna be the worst Super Bowl halftime show ever.
Predictions on who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Don't do this to me. I hope an asteroid hits the stadium. If anyone's going to win, I hope Saquon wins and the Eagles still lose.
So you're a fan of Kendrick Lamar?
I'm a fan of Kendrick Lamar, yeah.
Different opinions here in Mepham, huh? 2016 Odell Beckham Jr. or 2016 Steph Curry? Who are you choosing?
For what?
Algebra 2 limits, all right? Who we picking, 2016 OBJ or 2016 Steph Curry?
Steph Curry. He knows how to handle numbers and threes.
Do you think Kanye actually got escorted out?
I think he definitely got escorted out, though.
What do you think he would have done to get escorted out?
Made his wife wear that outfit.
Super Bowl.
2K?
Pizza.
Yeah, see, he gets it.
Thanks, Luke. Beyonce swept at the Grammys. Billie Eilish could never.
I heard that Luke's supposed to be interviewing live on the red carpet at the Oscars next month.
Bree, what are you talking about?
I'm only joking. However, I can't wait to see what Luke asks about next time on Sheep on the Loose.
Me too. You know, this year the Grammys was more than just an award show.
How so?
This year, the Grammy Awards served as a disaster relief assistant, generating over $9 million during the broadcast alone, from revenue and donations, all to go help support wildfire relief efforts.
This is a tremendous honor and privilege to be in the company of such talented music industry professionals. As Fire Chief, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize and thank first responders who came from near and far to battle this wildfire siege.
The bird flu continues to ravage and impact bird populations across the country. Over the weekend, in the Midwest, scores of migratory birds washed up near the Great Lakes.
You know, the last couple of weeks, we've had more and more reports of birds showing symptoms of bird flu. It's transmitted through respiratory contact with droppings, feathers, any direct and prolonged contact can have this virus.
The bird flu has impacted the price of eggs across the country as poultry farmers have been forced to destroy millions of chickens. The virus spreads easily in cold weather, so we may need to wait for spring to be able to afford our favorite bacon, egg, and cheese again.
In local news, the Sad Club is selling Valentine's Day themed Ducky Grams this month leading up to the special day. For $3, you can have a duck and a special message delivered to someone's first period class on Valentine's Day. You can also add a chocolate for an extra $2. The money raised will go towards the Senior Citizen Prom held at the end of the year.
Next, National Art Honor Society inductions are taking place next Tuesday, the 11th at 2:15 p.m. in the auditorium. Rehearsal starts 9th period and students will be excused from class. Congratulations to all the artists who are being inducted.
Yesterday, the official nominees were selected for Mr. Mepham. Here are the names that were announced. The event takes place on the 27th of the month. If you can't make it, be sure to tune into BMB's live coverage of it.
Now, for more local news on all things Mepham sports, here's Jake Maxwell with this week's sports report.
Starting over on the ice, the Bulldogs won their first playoff game 12-1 against East Meadow Levittown in Hicksville. They will play Half Hall Hills in the semifinals Friday night at 9:30. Make sure to pack the stands. Next, heading into the gym, the boys basketball team took on Valley Stream Central at home, and they will travel to Baldwin next week for the final game. The girls basketball team played New Hyde Park yesterday and will play Swanica next week in the final game of the regular season. Lastly, but definitely not least, the wrestling team will be going to qualifiers on Saturday, hoping for some wrestlers to make it onto counties. And of course, the Eagles and the Chiefs will duke it out on Sunday night for the Lombardi Trophy. As always, I've been Jake Maxwell with your week in Mepham Sports.
Thanks, Jake. I don't know about you, but I'm really excited about those Super Bowl commercials.
Okay, Jacob. While you're excited about the Super Bowl commercials, I'm actually excited to see the game.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't say I wouldn't be excited about the game, because I definitely will be. I only wish I was going to be there.
Me too, especially because the weather's supposed to be beautiful, much warmer than it is here. On the topic of weather, here is meteorologist Tina Pena, this weekend's weather forecast.
Thanks, guys. This weekend has been pretty action-packed as far as weather goes. I'm still devastated at the loss of that delayed opening on Thursday. It would have been great to have shortened periods and to wake up late, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. Anyways, as far as this weekend forecast goes, expect clouds with a high of 42 and a low of 27. For tomorrow, we're looking at an overcast with a high of 35 and a low of 32. Sunday, the sun seems to be making an appearance between the clouds, but still a high of 39 and a low of 26. Anyways, this weekend is not looking too promising for us, but at least there's no snow being predicted. For right now.
What do you mean, at least there's no snow being predicted? I wanted snow.
Well, sorry, Bree. It doesn't look like we're going to get it this weekend.
Well, thank you, Tina. As always, amazing work.
Well, these have been the BMB Morning Announcements for Friday, February 7th.
Have a great day, Pirates.
Look, oh my God, I'm wearing sweatpants. My sweatpants. Look. Do you see how fancy I am?
Jacob,